Good morning. We got some spraying to do today. A bunch of spraying. 3 loads of beans with our sprayer, and then I believe the Hagie's coming this afternoon to finish up our corn. So we need to get moving on the beans and get them done before he gets here. Our water tanks are full, I think. I didn't check them, but they should be full. That one's full. That one's full. So we should be good on water, but we'll see. Yeah, let's get loaded up. All right, we are loaded up. We've got enough on here for 80 acres. Looking at the field list and stuff, we may end up doing a 4th load today, but we'll see. I did throw on the rest of the Source soybeans product that I have. I don't have enough for a whole 80 acre load, so we're gonna spray most of this out. I've got just over a half a gallon of that stuff left. It's enough for 2.5 ounces per acre, 64, 50-ish acres, something. No, that's not right. Not even 50 acres. I don't know. I'll do the math, figure it out. But we'll get some of that put on here, use it up. First field of the day. It's a big one. There's 108-ish acres in this field. This is the field where we irrigated beans earlier this year, back there in June. And to be honest, they don't look great. They don't look very good at all. You would think that, yeah, our irrigation was a total waste of time, which it may have been, but keep in mind the reason we irrigated these beans was well, 2 reasons. 1, we had access to water, and 2, they were some of our toughest looking beans. We thought putting some water on them would help them pop out of that. It didn't seem to, but they are better and bigger and growing from where they were, and this field is a lot better in the back than it is up along the road. So I'm interested to get across the middle of this and see what the beans look like a little farther back where it's better ground and we put the water on. So let's go. The beans do look a lot better in the back here. They're tall. They're just, we've got spots where the water ponded. It almost seems like, you know, we put that water on in June there when it was really dry, and then we got a pretty good rain less than right as we were finishing irrigating, and it was too much water too early, and we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there a little bit. But what are you gonna do? Some of these look awesome, others look like our worst beans, but should end up somewhere in the middle. We're down to the point where I need to dump that Source in and use it up. About 30 acres worth left in the tank. This field is significantly muddier than anything we sprayed yesterday. We're not that far from where we sprayed yesterday, but another mile north, and our tires are caked in mud. That thing's got mud all over it, our reductor. It's a little wetter up here. All right, well, we got that first tank load emptied. Gotta have 25 acres up here that we did not get sprayed, so we'll probably come back up with another load. The next field we're going to is 95 acres, and we can do 80 on a fill, so we'll probably do that one, and then we'll mix up a load to finish that field and this field, and a little bit of one that we started last night when I was running out that's got 25 acres in it, so that'd be 50 plus 15, 65. Yeah, it won't be quite a full load. But we'll figure it out. All right, moving on here. This field here has got some muck pockets in it that I'm not sure how we're gonna do with those. We may spray some of them, we may go around some of them, but 95 acres in this field. I did finish that last one we were in, so we've got 850 gallons left. It won't be enough to spray this whole field, but we'll know how much we got left, and go mix up a partial load to finish it here. So this one could get interesting. Plus, we got poles to dodge around. How fun for us. So I perimetered this field, and I was just making this pass coming up along the house, and I definitely tagged the guy wire on that pole. I was stopping, but I hit it and made the wires bounce. Right while the electric company is right down the road there putting the pole in. Whoops. Good thing it didn't actually fall. Actually, it would have been fine because they're right there. But yeah, not what you want to do with the power company right there. This field is, oh man, it is a challenge to spray. Oh, there we're empty. I don't know if we're gonna do it out here. We gotta get some herbicide in spray spots like that. But they're very soft and tippy and made me nervous. I don't know. I don't know. I got one more group of farms that's 10 miles from the home farm. We're going to go and spray that load out and make some decisions from there. But we may just say this is our check strip on the fungicide. All right, loaded up with the last load that we are going to spray. I threw a little boron in this one because I have it, and I'll do some experiments with it, I guess. See if the boron makes any difference. Ah, dang it. Remote load active. I forgot to flip the switch down there, so we got to go and do that. And we're going to go hit our last, it's technically 4 fields, about 10 miles away, and there's, I don't know, there's 95-ish acres or something there total. We're going to spray 80 of them, and we're going to call it good. Small fields go fast. We're spraying out, there's 2 small fields here, total like 28 acres or something like that. A couple more just down the road when we'll finish spraying it out, but these beans look pretty good. These were, I think, the last ones planted, or very close to the last ones. I believe they're a 2.8 bean, but I'd have to double check that. Most of them are pretty tall and got some good height to them, and they look decent. We'll see. All right, last couple fields right here. There's a big old wet spot right in front of us. How wet is it after being super dry and then getting 3 inches of rain? How wet is it? Are we gonna make it? I don't know. I'll film for you, because if we don't make it, it's more fun for you guys. There's definitely water, so we're going around it. Oh yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay as we bounce through the ruts. We made it. We are just finishing up. Got a little less than 100 gallons left in the tank here. I was doing a little bit of math. So my our well doesn't quite keep up, right? We use well water for filling our spray tanks there, or the tanks at the farm. And I started with them full this morning. We had 5,000 gallons. I don't know where they're at now, but they're not full anymore. And it's not full after I spray a load and come back. It's not quite full. So I got to thinking, I wonder how much gallons per hour we're actually spraying. Like, I know we're doing 15 gallons per acre, and I know my speed, so we can do this math. It probably would even tell me in the computer somewhere gallons per minute, but I just decided to do the math instead because, well, it's more fun. And so at 16 miles an hour and 120 feet wide, we're covering just under 4 acres and a minute. 4 acres a minute. Okay, so 4 acres a minute times 15 is 60 gallons a minute that our spray solution is spraying at. That's fast. That's a lot. That's way faster than our well. Now, the well runs non-stop, so we get to, you know, travel time, turn time on the ends, all of that kind of stuff. It helps it catch up and make up and stuff. And usually, if we start with the tanks full in the morning, it'll keep up throughout the day and we won't run out. Now, the other day when we were spraying with the Hagie and the sprayer and trying to fill the tender truck, yeah, it didn't keep up great, but we should be good today. We're done pulling out of it with this sprayer. I just talked to the guy coming to do some corn here. He said he'd be around about 1 o'clock. It's 11:15 now, so that gives those tanks, the well, a couple of hours to catch up, and we should be in pretty good shape by the time he gets there. I don't 4 or 5 loads probably with the other sprayer, so hopefully the water will keep up. Oh, we made it. All right, we're done. I've got a few errands to run and stuff and go get some lunch before he gets here to spray corn, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm back. It's Hagie time. I've been, he's already got 1 load sprayed off. He got back here before I did, loaded up, and went and sprayed the first 2 fields on his own. And I've been working on my invite list for my field day. Just got back, time to load him up again to the next field. All right, he is getting loaded up Our boron shuttle is about empty, and we need some more, and I paid for more. It's still sitting at the retailer who didn't basically have it in a shuttle because it wasn't a full shuttle. So I'm gonna load this up. We're gonna go pick up the rest of it while he sprays the next load or two here, so that we can get that on the rest. We might have a load that gets sprayed without boron. That's okay, but we'll get the rest of it around here and use up what we need. I'm not sure how much I gotta pick up yet. I gotta look that up, but it should be fine, right? It should be fine in the back of my half-ton truck with airbag suspension. Might be a little heavy. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. This is the, when we were buying chemicals and fertilizer and stuff this year and I was pricing boron, I priced a third supplier from our normal two, and they were cheaper on this and a couple of other things, so we bought it from them. The problem is that they didn't deliver. I had to go pick up the first stuff, which was fine, but they didn't have all the boron in shuttles. They're like, well, come back when you get your shuttle empty. Okay, all right, I guess I can make that work. Problem is, I need it now, and when this one's empty, we're still spraying, and I need it now. So, yeah, would have been nice to have it on hand. That's all I'm saying. I think just 100 gallons is all. We should be able to get that, no problem. Be fine. Oh, we did just fine. Got our 100 gallons there. We'll get her unloaded. I think he's on his third load. Should be back pretty quick. But we'll get that put back and we'll get loaded up again. All right. We got her unloaded and hooked back up to the pump, ready to go. So while we're waiting for him to come back and get reloaded again, let's talk about boron. Why in the world are we putting boron on corn, right? Boron, let's see. Most people would probably recognize it from borax, which is like a laundry detergent, right? But boron, as an element, has a crucial role in plant development, specifically in cell wall development and structure of the plant, stability, I guess, or standability kind of stuff. And it is critical in seed production development, so in the actual production or development of the kernel, reproductive stages. And so I have been the last several years applying boron with my starter, which it is toxic to seed, so you can't put it in furrow and you cannot put it at very high rates, even in a 2x2, otherwise your seed will not grow, will germinate, hit that boron band and die. So I've been limited to how much we can put on with that. Plus, we really need it in the reproductive phases after this corn is tasseling, not when it's a seedling and growing early. And so I pulled it out of the starter band this year, and we're putting it on foliarly with our fungicide. Boron is very easily absorbed through the leaf tissue of the plant, so it's an easy way to get it directly into the plant. It's super efficient to do it foliarly instead of soil applied. Boron is also a leachable nutrient, much like nitrogen and sulfur, which means that you can't build soil test levels. It will flush through the soil with the water as we get it, which is why we don't count on there being any sulfur or nitrogen in our soil, and we apply what we need every year, basically. And so what I have found in our trials and research and stuff, and in also talking to other farmers and companies doing this kind of research, is that where you're putting boron, you're getting much better grain quality. It increases test weight. It makes your seed kernels denser, heavier, bigger, all good things when that's what we're trying to do and grow and how we get paid. So yeah, that's why we're doing boron. That's why we're doing it now instead of early. And we'll see if we see much of a difference with it this fall, but it seems to be paying back pretty big over the last couple of years. Loading. All right, he is off to go finish a field that he was started in, and then he's going to come out here and spray my plot. We'll try and watch him when he's around here. And then we've got one more, I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 3 more loads to do. And I'm going to try and get the drone out for those next ones. Oh, wrong way. There's a Hagie out there. We're going to see if we can get the drone in the air and get some video. last field of the day. Figured I better jump in and ride a little bit. This is actually our replant corn, and it looks really good compared to what I expected out here. But you can see the change in the tassel color up there. You can't see it. I can see it. Kind of. We'll see if we go through here where you can see where the early planted, yeah, this is lots thinner here where we didn't replant versus where we did, but it's 110-day corn versus 103-day corn that we replanted with, so maybe they evened out a little bit. If the Hagie guy would clean his windshield, you guys could see a little bit better. Sorry about that. Well, for the most part, this corn out here looks much better than I had thought. The replant is doing pretty well, so that's good. We're about empty, not quite going to cover the whole field. And I'm calling it. That's the end of the fungicide spraying for us. All right, it's done. Hopefully we've got some data on here, and we can have all our application maps. They should be, but he was having some issues with them not showing up on the computer. I don't know, we tried to export them all, so we're gonna find out. Well, I'm having some trouble with the John Deere Data Manager app, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. I can't get that to open and try and even see if the files are on that drive, so I'm gonna screw around with it tomorrow. It's 8:30. I'm tired. I'm going home. So thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, questions and comments, all that good stuff. Tomorrow we've got some, I've got a customer field that I need to go and see and check out, walk some fields. We'll do some scouting around here. We might make a trip to Berkey because I haven't been there since I've been home. Go see what's going on there. I don't know what Dad's working on. He might be down there. He was down there today working on the barn, so I don't know. We'll see, but we will see you in the morning. Have a great night.